Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad, and good morning to you. How are you?
George Lopez joins us right now. George, how are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk to me. Funny lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Chloe Bailey joins us. I appreciate the time.
Appreciate you.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore! Kieron, man, thanks so much for taking the time. Congratulations on the series, Code of Silence. You know, there's so much content out nowadays. I think that everybody knows that. So many streaming platforms, so many shows. And for one to break through, I think in the way that this one has, worldwide, is a testament to how good this show really is. It has to feel nice to have such a reaction to it that it's been.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. It's such high praise, but I feel very lucky. It's not every day you get to play a character that's not only so interesting and complicated and emotionally intelligent and troubled, but it's also part of a show that people are tuning in and enjoying. As a whole, it has so much to offer, and it really does feel groundbreaking. I've never seen anything like it before. I feel very lucky to be part of something like that, and people are talking about it, and I feel like that's exactly what we should. That's the kind of media that I want to be involved in. Of course, everyone does, but yeah, I feel extremely lucky. I'm so appreciative, and I'm really proud. Yeah, I'm super proud of it.
You should be, because you hit the nail on the head. I've never seen a show like this, and I watch television probably more than I should, and all kinds of media. And I've never seen a show quite like this that balances so many different things. And you're right, has a mainstream appeal to it, to where you can just jump in, but also is a piece with something to say, and with growth between two people, and what your character Liam does along with Allison is just. It's kind of an incredible relationship to see blossom, in front of your very eyes, episode over episode. Let me start here, though. You read the scripts the first time. I always like to go to the origin point. You read the scripts first time, you realize this is something special. This is a really cool, dynamic character. Once you get the role, what's the first thing that you do? Do you start notating little things in the script, like, oh, this is how I could play it. I could do it like this. Do you get with Rose and y'all start trying to build chemistry? What's step one for you?
Yeah, I mean, the first one is I sit there and go, wow, I'm employed. Amazing. I'm relieved. The second one is I read it and I read it and I read it. I don't really like to make any decisions, to be honest. I just like to make notations of what I think he might be. I just come to set of ideas, really. I have a version of my version of Liam, because, the first couple of days on set is a bit of an exchange. You kind of figuring out where you fit. Obviously, I'm number two, which is great. I've got a big say in my character. But the show's about Allison, so you come in, you sort of see where your character fits, you see what everyone's ideas are, and you kind of go, well, I'm going to do this anyway, and you kind of just sort of see how much you can get away with. Me and Rose, it was magic, really. We didn't have a chemistry read. We met once at a table read, and it was really lovely. And we just kind of we dove in. The first day was like a scene from episode 3 when these guys have been through so much, and that's acting, because you kind of go, can we do this? And you look at each other and be like, we'll be fine, I think. And then you hear action, and then it just happens, and you kind of like you fall back on all them little ideas. You listen to each other. Me and Rose have such fantastic chemistry. I've built such a friendship there with Rose, and I feel like we really brought the best out of each other, because all we wanted was to see the other person be the best that they could be as the character. And that's exciting. When you've got someone like that in front of you, you feel safe, and you feel bold, you feel willing to push them further ideas. And we really had a great team around us. Like Diarmuid, Goggins and Chanya Button were so supportive of our ideas, and they really just sort of give us the space to just dance, really. I knew what was there with the writing, and I knew there was a lot of potential for Liam, but I didn't want to play him just straight down the middle. I wanted him to be complicated, and the writing was there to support that. But I felt like extremely lucky to play someone intelligent, really. Like he's not dim-witted. He knows what he's there for. He's doing something insane, and he's like scared by it. I liked this idea of playing someone that's in this dangerous scenario, that's convincing these people that he can be dangerous, but really when no one's looking, he's like, I'm so scared. It's kind of like being an actor, really. And that's where I sort of lent myself to him in some ways. But yeah, that's it, man. You kind of just have to have an idea of him. When I first ever read the script, though, I was working away in New Orleans, and I got the script, and I was like, this is going to be special. They sent me episode one. I was like, this is going to be special. And then I couldn't. It didn't look like it was going to happen because of I didn't know I was going to get the dates available, and they came back when I was available, and I was like, yes, please let me audition for this, 'cause I think this is going to be major. Like, and not even about like major and successful. I just meant the writing is so good and it's so important that if you get it right, it's going to be, you can't ignore it. And I think that's what's happened. It's got this mainstream element, like you said, but it's like a crime drama, but it's about the people, and it's about this experience that not many of us are aware of too much. We have preconceptions. So all them things come together because they're told with care, and it does become this thing that you put that on, you can't ignore it. You're not going to feel nothing about it, which is the most important thing. You might not feel great, but you're not going to feel nothing, and that's interesting. That's an interesting space.
It's going to evoke an emotion, 100%,
Yes,
and you're
that's
going to
it.
feel it. And you're so right. When it comes to a crime drama or even a legal drama or whatever any procedural you could think of, the background, the caper, the crime, that is kind of the thing that drives the plot, but it's not what we care about as much. We care about the relationships between the
Yeah,
characters and being able to build those. And I think that's probably what's so fantastic about being a part of a series too is that it's not a 90-minute movie or 2-hour
yeah.
movie where you have to have these giant character leaps. You can kind of slow play these things and really get into the minutia and the complicated relationships that are there on the page and bring those to the screen. That's got to be so fulfilling as an actor to be able to have that opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Also, like scary as well. I'm not scary, but like, I mean, scary, yes, like because it matters. But like, with people like me and Rose just have instant chemistry. And the hardest thing I think at the beginning was to like, guys, they've just met. Like, just
Bring
allow
it
it to,
back. Yeah.
yeah, rein it in, like push and pull it a little bit more. I thought it was really fascinating because, um, for all intents and purposes, when you first meet Liam, you should be with her. You're kind of like, stay away from him. Like, this is not good. And then eventually, we something really beautiful happens with the writing, which is like we just see moments of what they could be in between all this chaos. There's this peace that they find together, which is really exciting. Because then you kind of like, oh, actually, no. I wonder if they would work. I wonder what would happen there. And the next minute, you're in it. You get the opportunity, and as much as they shouldn't work, they do. We want to see them. We want to see them in a situation that isn't the one they're in, which I think is really fascinating. And if you can convince people, like, look, the heist is important. You get people hooked, but
Yes.
like if you can make them care about them two more, which I think happens naturally with the show, you kind of like, oh my God, what is going to become of these two people? And obviously her. I do think it's really a huge victory for the writing team and everyone, but also Rose. Rose plays this character that is as an actress, she's so generous. Like it's her show. She leads this thing, and she's so giving to every single other actor in every scene that you start to want to unpack every area of Alison's life, not just this crime. It's really beautiful in my opinion. But you know, again, just very lucky. I'm so appreciative that I got to be that guy that can sort of be on the opposite side of her. Yeah.
Well, you know, I have 1,000 more questions that I could ask you. Unfortunately, I'm out of time with you, but congratulations on the show. I might have to DM you some questions because I love your ideas.
Yeah,
and your
no, I'm
process.
chatting, man. I'm so sorry. You should scare
No,
me.
you're great. You're great.
I've enjoyed it. Yeah, send me some.
You're great. The show is great. I really appreciate the time, man, and congratulations on all your continued success.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, but I hope we get to speak again. I'm sorry that I was rambling.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's so easy to talk to. Thank you, my friend.